Kay and I were both really blessed to have parents who brought us up in this community and taught us the value of giving a little something back, whether it be through your activities or your volunteerism or your money. And in that way of thinking, they taught us to leave things better than you found it. And so I think some of what we intended was to kind of honor our parents and the families for the community that they raised us in too.
My husband's parents were people that loved to give. They loved to give for education. And so we learned from that when you have, you give.
Philanthropy and charitable giving has been something that both of us as individuals and our families from generations, and now we're trying to instill that in future generations as well, is something that's very important and high priority, and we try to incorporate that in as many different ways as we can.
Well, we set up a scholarship fund at Jefferson High School where I taught for 25 years. It goes every year to a worthy recipient who has been both in wrestling for 4 years, which I coached, and also shown scholarship in the science department.
Theater Cedar Rapids for acting and music or whatever. The Symphony, Art Museum, and Bruce Moore. Symphony will designate that there's a child that's very passionate about music, but possibly needs some help, that they take them under their wing and give them instruments and give them lessons and give them the opportunity to establish and to do good with the gift that they have, because you never know what you're going to find.
Right now, one of our greatest passions, I guess you can say, is healthcare related. Our son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes about 2 years ago, and since then we've really become very engaged with that and are very interested in research and funding that.
Well, my day job is a CPA, so I understand the benefit of charitable tax deductions and of course the Endow Iowa credit. And along with the fact that the foundation says Cedar Rapids on it, which again is near and dear to our hearts because our lives are here, all those things together made it perfect.
These places will be getting money perpetually. Every year it's invested, and then the proceeds of the investment come back to the community, and they will be getting money from this gift.
Yeah, I've been familiar with the work of the Community Foundation and the fact that it will be here forever. And so, you know, at that time where we are no longer directing where the funds will go, then future committees and boards will make those decisions, and we'll be able to direct it to where the greatest need in the community is.
I know the value of it from as a charitable vehicle for donors. They don't have to go to the trouble of establishing a private foundation or something else that could take more money and maintenance than it might benefit. So in my mind, it should be the first stop shop for anyone who's interested in charitable giving. Being involved with the Community Foundation, I've almost watched it grow up over the last many years, and it's amazing to me to see the impact it has today that's so much more significant than it was many years ago. And so by everyone coming together and using a vehicle like the Community Foundation, it allows all of our gifts and resources to be pooled together and then placed where the greatest need is and have the biggest impact.
Well, legacy is important to Kay and I because we don't have children, and we'd like to know that when we're not here anymore, that the community that benefited us will continue on, and in some small part will have been able to give back.
We want to make an impact on others in the community and different needs that the community has. We also are hoping to set an example and teach our children, and hopefully then they can teach their kids that giving and service and charity is so important.
I wanted to achieve love of arts. I wanted to achieve happiness. It's for other people too, for enjoyment, for other people to have a lot of enjoyment.